Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be making fish roll, Nigerian style fish roll. Fish roll is a popular Nigerian snack. It is easy to make and delicious also. Without wasting much of your time, let's start with the recipe. Every ingredient should be at room temperature, please. This is flour, baking powder, some salt, some sugar, some nutmeg. Whisk everything together. All the ingredients will be in the description. Please check it out. One egg and some water. We're going to form a dough, so you mix it up properly. You can melt your butter and put it now, but I'm going to put mine later. Just mix it up well. You add water as you go. You add water a little at a time so that it doesn't get too runny. This dough is quite forgiving, so if it's too hard, you add a little water. If it's too soft, you can add a little bit of flour so it will come together. I'm adding my margarine now, so I'm still going to mix this up. It's quite sticky, quite messy, but just continue mixing and it will come together. Don't forget to scrape as you mix. Transfer the dough to the surface, dust lightly with flour, and knead briefly. Don't knead this for too long, just a little bit, so the margarine and everything will just come together. Then set it aside in the bowl, cover it, let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. Now we move over to our fish. I'm using mackerel for this. Mackerel is very tasty, so if you want to use any fish for fish roll, I advise you to use mackerel. Into it, I put my onion, a teaspoon of thyme, 1.5 teaspoons of curry. Like I said, all the ingredients will be in the description. Some pepper, some garlic. I pounded them together. I'm putting 1 seasoning cube, a little salt, add some water, and cook it. Mackerel doesn't take long to get ready. 10 minutes, your mackerel is good to go. The fish is ready. Take it out from the pot, put in a plate, allow to cool before you start deboning. The deboning process is so important, especially when you have kids eating your fish roll. You want to make sure you get every single bone out. It's not easy, you need patience for this, but it's worth it. As I'm deboning, I'm using the opportunity to also kind of mash it between my fingers just to make sure it's in smaller pieces. Please guys, you need to take out all the bones in this fish. It's not easy, but just try your best. It is quite annoying when you're eating fish roll and you encounter bones, and it's dangerous to have bones in your fish roll, especially when you have kids eating them. I'm using my hands because it's easier for me to get out the bones with my hands. You put in oil. I'm using olive oil for this, just a little bit of oil, you don't need too much. Add onions, saute for about a minute. Put in your pepper. I love the aroma of onion and pepper, just onion and pepper together. Saute this for a bit, then you put in spring onions. I'm using half the quantity of spring onions I want to use. Put in your salt, just a little. Remember your fish was already spiced, just a little bit of salt. Whatever correction you need to correct will be after you have added the fish in. When you taste it, then you know what to add. For me, I like my fish roll being simple. The fewer the ingredients, the better. I don't like overwhelming it with too many spices. As you're frying this, just be watchful because you might come across some bones, just like I did here. As you do that, take them out and continue your process. Do this for about 5 minutes. I've tested it and I need a little seasoning cube, so I'm using half of a cube. Then add the remaining spring onion. Your filling is ready. Turn off the heat, put this in the plate, allow it to start cooling. Then we move over to the dough. Go back to our dough. Just take it out, cut it into pieces to make working with it easier. You can use a bench scraper, you can use a knife, whatever works for you. Take out a little piece, depending on how long or short you want your fish roll to be. Roll it out neatly. Try and make the edges quite thin so that the rolling process will be easy and it will lap properly. If you want to use egg wash, you can do that on all the sides. But I'm just going to use egg wash for the tip alone. Now you want to begin to roll. Try and make it tight, not so tight that you tear the dough. Now I'm using my egg wash just to make sure it laps properly and does not open during frying. After you've rolled enough, you begin to fry. Make sure your oil is not too hot. If your oil is too hot, your fish roll is going to brown quickly and it won't be ready inside. Just make sure your temperature is okay. And if the oil is not hot enough, it is going to start soaking oil. So just strike a balance. Stir this from time to time. You can see how beautiful they look. Now if you don't seal your edges properly, they are going to burst open. Fry until golden brown. Take it from the heat. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. When you subscribe, click on the notification bell so that whenever new videos are posted, you'll be one of the first to get them. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, guys. Our fish roll is ready. It is so yummy. The aroma in here is so good. This is our final result, our Nigerian style fish roll. What is that drink you enjoy your fish roll with? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.